Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody that is trying to find a way to get a second chance after doing something that wasn't necessarily like a deal breaker, but just kind of gave somebody the ick or made them feel like it wasn't really a good option for them. So we've got the Ace of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Wheel. Somebody taking time, sitting maybe quietly in their room, figuring out what they can do to get this person back or to have another chance. I don't feel like this is like we've dated for a year and I, did something dumb and I want you back. I feel like this is more of like a new connection where, I said something silly and I've got to prove to you that I wasn't trying to like insult you, that kind of thing. Hello, Jamie. How are you doing? Let's call on spirit with a little bit of Winchun time. I hope you're having a good day so far. If you would like a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box below as well. I also added, let me know if it works. There's a link down there that should enable you to find my memberships really easily. So I have 3 tiers of memberships that I just launched. And I know some of you have had an issue finding the join button. It should just be my page /join. So I put that in the description box below. Thank you to everyone who has joined the membership so far. Let's dive in. We're going to start with the Hocus Pocus Tarot. Hey, Pichitasa, how's it going? What else do we have? Queen of Lightning, which is the Queen of Swords, and the Two of Potions. Yeah, we got somebody who's feeling like unimpressed. Like, yeah, no, I thought it would be nice to get to know you, but then like you opened your mouth. There's someone who's unimpressed, not really interested. Like, I don't know, take it or leave it. And I feel like this is the Queen of Lightning or the Queen of Swords is the person that our querent or our main person is trying to find like a way to impress them. No, I swear I'm cool. Hold on. Knight of Potions or Knight of Cups in the reverse, and the Seven of Potions or Seven of Cups in the reverse. And this looks like rejection to me. We also had the Four of Cups at the beginning. We've got somebody who has lost their interest in someone because they feel like they see who that person is clearly. You told me you were funny, and then I heard a few of your jokes, and I decided you weren't. It's obviously more complicated than that, but it's a sense of, I don't know if this is going to work out. Four of Lightning or the Four of Swords in the reverse, and the Ace of Lightning or Ace of Swords in the reverse. A lot of water energy and air energy, which makes me feel like we have head versus heart, but of course we could have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, especially with that Four of Cups out there, or we could have Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra featured prominently in your chart or your person's chart. But this is somebody who's like, man, I didn't know that you would like react that way, and I don't know how to make things better. It could be this person's a little bit stuck because you've called them out for being dishonest and they don't know how to prove that they were being honest, especially if they were actually lying about something. But I feel like they're taking a little bit of time out, trying to figure out their next move because they don't want this to be over yet. Three of Wands. Or Three of Candles, I should say. Knight of Candles and the Seven of Lightning. Oh, somebody lied. Somebody lied indeed. Why do I feel like this has to do with time? I don't know if somebody was late. Maybe they didn't show up for the first date on time. Maybe they were supposed to send a good morning text and they didn't. This is somebody who feels like time ran out, or they were being patient and, what was supposed to happen didn't happen. So I feel like our Queen of Swords or Queen of Lightning, probably you, doesn't have to be, but felt like, okay, if you do this or if this doesn't happen by this time, then like I'm moving on, like deuces. And the Knight of Candles is another, it makes me feel like we've got somebody who is ready to leave. And then we have this lie that comes in. So maybe it's like, I know where you really are, what you're really doing, and you're trying to tell me that you're just hanging out at home by yourself. Maybe it's a matter of, I didn't want to tell you that I was, out and about, or I didn't want to tell you that I was on the phone with my ex. This Queen of Swords feels like there's been some dishonesty around timing, or around why somebody had to cancel, why somebody had to show up late. So much fire energy now. Okay, so we had like all water and air the first row, and now it's 3 of Wands, Knight of Wands, 7 of Lightning, 6 of Candles. In the reverse, though, because we've got somebody who has probably got a little bit of a sense of failure, because whatever this lie is, this 7 of Swords, it's what made somebody mad. I think we've got somebody who thought they were more adept at dishonesty than they actually were. How many of you have dealt with somebody who lied to your face and felt pretty good about it? And you were like, I know you're lying. Like, are you stupid? We don't have to call people stupid, but I will say this. There are a lot of people out there who think that they can lie and they can't. At least they're not as effective as they think they can, or they think they are. So the Moon is the secret, and the Magician is in the reverse, because we have somebody who was trying to control the narrative. I don't want you to know what I was really doing or why I'm really late, so I'm going to tell you this little story. I'm sure you'll believe it. And then, oh, you don't? Crap. What do I do now? Hey, that's totally fair. I respect that, Vicky. One and done. All right, let's see. Ooh, I keep hitting my bookshelf. Let's see what else we've got. This is the Pause Tarot. What else do we have? King of Swords in the reverse. 8 of Swords in the reverse, and the High Priestess. So we might have an air sign who is being dishonest. This is so amusing to me. It's just like, yeah, no, I know things are weird. Maybe it's, I'm sitting at that first date and I'm wondering, why am I here by myself? Why isn't there somebody else that's like, here at the agreed upon time? And then this person tries to tell me that they were all like, trapped in traffic or whatever, but they don't realize that from my seat in the restaurant, I can see them sitting in the parking lot on the phone with somebody. It's like, no, but like I saw that you were here 20 minutes ago. You were just on the phone with somebody. This is somebody trying to make an excuse or explain away a situation to a person who already has insight, to a person who already knows what happened, or somebody who's like a lie detector. This High Priestess is like, no. I can tell that's a fib. Like, do better. Hermit, 9 of Swords in the reverse, and the World in the reverse. So the Hermit is the person who has lied. They're realizing, hence the Hermit, that maybe they messed up. I love how the outfit, or like the cape, is just like a blanket with like a patch in it. This is somebody who tried to make a situation sound better than it was, or sound like they weren't culpable, or they didn't do something silly. And now they're in a pretty anxious mood because they're really worried that what they tried to do to fix a situation really only made it worse and possibly ruined it. Because this Queen of Swords seems to be thinking there's just a very dishonest energy to this person. So it's like, why would I give you another chance to explain what happened when you're probably just going to lie again? Like, I don't know. I feel like if I wanted to get lied to, there's like a ton of places I could go. So we've got some, I don't know. It's like, I'm not really interested. Yeah. Knight of Cups in the reverse. I'm not really interested anymore. Sorry. I saw your true colors, and your true colors were you lie. And not only that, Fool in the reverse, you're bad at it. Now, I'm not saying I'd be more attracted to you if you were a good liar. I'm just saying that if you're gonna lie, could you at least like put some effort into it? Was this somebody who may have lied about their finances or lied about where they were in terms of an event with this Three of Cups? There may have been drinking that was a little bit concerning, but this is somebody who has a little bit of instability in their life and they want to present themselves as everything's fine here, no worries. Two Cups in the reverse. But because of this attempt to lie, because of this like cover up or, oh, I'm not there, or, oh, I'll be there in a second, or I swear I'm not drunk, whatever it is, this Queen of Swords was like, it's a no for me. Sorry. It's just not my thing. This is the Path of Shadows. The Fox, Enigma, adaptability, shape-shifting. This is somebody who is, if you asked 5 different people who know this person, what they know about this person, you would not get the same answer because they're different depending on who they deal with. They're different energy with their work people. They're different energy with their family people. They adapt to what they are in front of, right? Like if I think you want me to be this, then I will be that because I want to get what I want from you, that kind of thing. But here's you, the Black Cat, psychic, like the High Priestess. You figured out that this person was just playing games or lying. Crystal Ball, intuition, clairvoyance, and focus. Shut up. And the grimoire. Yeah, you the High Priestess, all right. You're like, go ahead, lie to me. It'll be amusing for me. Like, I would rather you be honest, but since I can detect your lies, it'll be like kind of amusing to see what you think you can get away with. Like, go on. Mm-hmm. Oh, really? You don't say. That's so weird because I was there too and I saw you doing something different than what you said. Whatever it is that you know, this person doesn't know that you know it. They underestimate your intelligence, your wisdom, your intuition, or the fact that you were sitting across from them and saw what happened, right? It's like, no, I know what I saw. I know what I heard. Hello, Lemonade. How's it going today? This is the Signs of the Times. Relationships, not. Number 35. And number 12, peace and harmony. This Queen of Swords, High Priestess energy, don't get too caught up on the gender. That could be anybody, right? This is somebody who's like, you know what? I really do enjoy relationships. I do enjoy connecting to other people. But if you're going to disrupt my peace or harmony with, you know, some mid-grade lies, no, thank you. Hello, Justin. How's it going? Hello, Stephen. How's your day? So this High Priestess, Queen of Swords, is deciding to let go of that connection or is walking away from this person because they prioritize connections that are built on integrity, honesty, and they feel like there's something unstable about this person. We had the King of Pentacles in the reverse. The Hermit has, I don't know, some interesting approach to life that makes it seem to the High Priestess that stability would be difficult. So maybe there's just a lot of chaotic energy around the Hermit. This is the Poe Tarot. What else do we have? This is so funny. I'm sorry for being so like amused. We've got the High Priestess, the Sun, and the Fool. And to me, that reads as you figured them out. Your intuition spotted the lie, and they look like a fool now. I don't normally see the Fool as, better luck next time. But that is, well, let's read the cards for you. Let my heart be still a moment and this mystery explore. So whoever you are, you did your due diligence. You didn't just make an assumption and say, oh, you're clearly an awful person, be gone with you. No, you looked into this. You found some receipts or you spoke with another person. You saw something with your own eyes. This is not just like, I made an assumption, I figured out you're a horrible person, and then I walked away. It's, you actually discovered something or you saw something and you're like, I'm not going to be that fooled. They who dream by day are cognizant of many things which escape those who dream only by night. I think that there is something about you that is quite magical that may kind of, how do I say that? It's like you mess with the systems of other people. And I don't know, that's still not what I want to say. You intimidate people. When people are around you and they want to impress you, they might underestimate what they can get away with. They might overestimate their own skills or je ne sais quoi. You kind of, like what I'm seeing is meters on a plane, like going like this, right? You can't see anything. So people don't know how to read you. Initially, there might be people who underestimate your intelligence or your perceptiveness. Others may be distracted by your looks or may feel like your age means that you can't figure them out. Whatever it is, there are a lot of people who I think don't see that you are actually quite astute. There is no passion in nature so demonically impatient as that of him who, shuddering upon the edge of a precipice, thus meditates a plunge. So this person who's been caught up in a lie or trying to make themselves sound a little bit better than they actually are, this person is contemplating taking a risk to come back towards you. Yeah, I know I did something dumb. I know I lied, or I know I, probably could have handled that better. But the thing is, I can't stop thinking about you. This is the Love Oracle. The thing is, I can't stop thinking about you. They're craving you. I'm not gonna lie, for some of you, this person is someone who's used to getting a lot of yeses or a lot of people who are just kind of like, okay, whatever you say. But the fact that you pointed out or you picked up on something they did that was wrong, kind of, I don't know why I want to say it kind of turns them on. It's like you call them out and they're like, oh, finally, somebody wants to play chess. This is somebody who's misunderstood and they like that you understand them, or they like that you're super perceptive. They're like, okay, so can you solve for the puzzle? Can you? is they want to be closer to somebody. They want this intimacy. But I feel like they underestimated you initially. And now it's like you are less interested in them because they were playing games. But the way you responded to their games makes them more interested in you. And it's like, what? Can't we just like not play games? Hello, John. How are you doing? Yeah, see, you're over here like, no, 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 I'm done with you. Like, really? I told more believable lies when I was 12. There's this playfulness, especially because we have the fox that came out. This person's like, well, I don't know. I mean, like, I know you don't like me right now, but I think it's kind of cool that you called me out. So they're a little bit hot and cold, in part because they don't know what they really want. They've been hurt. They've gone through difficult things. And to be honest, what's coming through is I just want to feel something. So this could be somebody who's been numbing themselves for a long time, trying to pretend they don't feel things or finding people to be very predictable. And then you come along, High Priestess, and you're like, I'm not going to play that game. That sounds like a really lame game where you tell lies that I figure out in 0.2 seconds. There's probably other people over there that you could lie to. Maybe they'll believe it. And this person's like, oh my God, nobody's ever talked to me like that before. Can you do it again? They like love it. Self-growth, self-focused, soul finding, and karma, consequences, cause and effect, and debts. The thing is, you understand why this person is able to, well, maybe not able to, why this person is maybe kind of spinning their wheels a little bit. They're a little bit disillusioned, perhaps, or bored. Four of Cups could definitely be about that. And then you come along and you're an actual challenge for them. You tell them no. You give them consequences for their actions. Maybe this is somebody who's just like super spoiled, right? But they want to play. They want to get you back. They want to get you back into the arena or into their DMs. Broken, shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. You made them feel something. This is somebody who has been kind of gliding through life. They, do what they have to do. I do feel like there are things that bring them joy, but in general, they feel like they are heartbroken or that they are not able to like approach love in a normal way. This is why they lie. This is why they tell a bunch of stories or, manipulate the situation, keep things surface level because they're broken. But they also like to see how people react. It's like a little bit of a psychology, scientific experiment situation. It's like they like to see how people respond. They like shock value. All right, this is The Truth Is. Hey, James, how are you doing? Hello, Atala. What else do we have? And yes, I would agree. The Magician in the reverse and the Fox, same person. Children are involved or soon will be. Dying love. The conclusion of this connection is approaching. They're freaking out. They're like, wait a second, but you're the only one who like gets me. Yeah, no, I figured you out and then I decided that I did like you. This is somebody who's like, no, come on. We could do some more fun stuff, right? Come on. They're so unserious and you come across as much more serious. Like, no, why would I waste my time with you when I can't trust you? Trust issues. What's up, Architect? How you doing? And we've got family. Family creating issues within this connection. So the family of this magician, fox individual, hermit, the one who lied, I think they act out because of their family situation. They could have some issues in terms of how they interact with their parents or how their parents interacted in terms of like the actual like example they got for how people interact in a relationship. But I'm just going to go ahead and say that this is probably a bad influence on the fox magician. Now we have slow down, rushing will ruin this connection. So they see this as basically over. You've said like, no, thank you. And they're like, okay, I'm going to give it a second. I'm going to give you some time to, start thinking about other things or forget what I said or did. And then I'll come back around and maybe then I could have like a little bit more success with you. Maybe then you will give me another chance. So they're letting it breathe for a little bit, letting it air out for a little bit. Like a swimsuit after the beach, right? And hoping that after a little bit of time, you'll be like, oh, hey, how's it going? Archetype, are you being a jerk to me right now? Because, like, I'm not here for it. Because it kind of feels like you're trying to tell me that I need to go see you in person. And, like, we've had that conversation. Right? Hey, thanks, bitchy tata. Is that good luck for me? We've got the Emperor, the Six of Cups in the reverse, and the Hierophant in the reverse. Yeah. You laid down the law. You called this person out for behavior that I think they've gotten away with for a long time. And I think you were kind of classy about it. I don't think you were a jerk. Maybe some of you were. But with the Hierophant in the reverse, it's like, no. I have morals or I have, principles, standards. You have to approach me this way, right? I'm not going to allow that disrespect. And the Hermit was like, oh, well, that's new. I'm not used to that. I don't know how to feel about that. Star in the reverse and the Empress. Distance makes the heart grow fonder. This little hiccup, argument, breakup, whatever you want to call it, it's making the Hermit reconsider not just how they've treated you or their approach to the situation, but also how they view you. And they're kind of like impressed, a little bit intimidated by you. Queen of Wands, Two Swords in the reverse. They're like, how did you just get like more attractive? I kind of like that you told me that I need to like shape up. I kind of like that you called me out. So this is someone acknowledging, if I want to come back around and try for a second chance with this person who's obviously quite perceptive, I'm going to have to step up my game. I can't just be, the Hermit. I'm going to have to be the Emperor because they see you as the Empress. So this is maybe somebody who's actually like stepping up because you told them you would not accept below what you deserve. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands in the reverse, Nine of Cups. You called out a liar and made them fall in love with you for it. Like, what the hell? They're like, oh, do it again. I like that. Nobody ever tells me I'm wrong. This is great. How did you know I was lying? Go on, tell me more. Oh my God, I love it. This is so great. Like, what? They really like you. They really like that you called them on their ish. And the Ace of Swords, are you kidding me? You guys, 3 of the aces, there's 4 of them total, have come out in the 4-card stretch I have in this row. This person is like, bet, you told me that I did things wrong. You called out my lie. You told me what you require as far as like, you need to be respected. You need to know that you can trust somebody. This person's like, okay, taking notes, right? Like, all right, now I know what I need to do. I'm going to go work on those things and then I'm going to come back around. And this Empress is like, but I told you I don't like you. I know, it's so hot. Can you tell me again? Like, what? 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. The King of Pentacles and Judgment. This is somebody doing a 180 because you told them that they needed to. What? I've never done a reading like this before. Yeah. They don't want to lose you. You have absolutely captivated this person, and you might think that they're a complete waste of your time. So this could make for some interesting conversation. But they're literally like, if you told them you need to get a haircut, you need to trim the nails, you need like a complete fashion overhaul, you need a different car. Like, it's like they're going through the list of things that you told them they need to fix or that they don't do right. And the big one, of course, is, am I supposed to trust you when you're just out here lying all the time? Because that's not going to work out. So I feel like you caught the ick. I don't feel like you were interested in this person anymore, but you told them off in such a like clear way about what they needed to fix that they're like, oh, I kind of like that. I think I'm going to do that. So I think you're going to hear from this person and you're going to be like, did you fail in like comprehension skills? Because like, I'm pretty sure I told you no. Okay. All right. This is the gold foil tarot. Let's see what else we have for you. Two of Wands in the reverse. Chariot in the reverse. High Priestess in the reverse. They chose the wrong path. They said the wrong thing. They underestimated your abilities and felt like they could do some, can't say that. Really want to say it. Hey, Aqua Beauty, how are you? They felt like they could just be like a D-bag, and they wouldn't get called out on it. They thought they could be secretive, sneaky. And I think with Chariot in the reverse is something to do here with timing on when they were at a certain place. And you were like, nice try, liar, liar, pants on fire. You think I'm stupid? You're like, that ain't going to work on me. Who do you think I am? You told them you want something different than what they have to offer. You were like, you ain't it. You are not on my level. And you freaked them out. They were like, what? No, don't do that. Don't say that. Come on. Surely there's a way that we can figure this out. What's up, Tiana? How you doing? They don't like that you want to reject them. They don't like that you caught the ick or, don't see them as amazing because they see you as pretty amazing. So they're freaking out. They're like, what can I do? I've got to do something. They told me what I need to do. So what if I just do the things that they told me I need to work on? 10 of Wands, Hanged Man. So I feel like there's quiet. There's no conversation. I don't know if I'd necessarily say it's like no contact. It could be. But I feel like you are just over here like, yeah, no, that's not my person. I don't think that's going to work out. And this other person's like the Hermit. It's like, okay. So I've got a little bit of time where they think that I've just accepted this as like how things are going to go. And I'm going to get like a makeover. The before and after is like liar, not liar. The first one has the pants on fire. The second one is like, look at my pants. They are not on fire. So they're doing what they can. It's like a quick costume change. Like, I got to do what I can. I don't want this to be over. And I've got to make an offer. This pentacle is the biggest pentacle I've ever seen on an Ace of Pentacles card, by the way. I know, it's crazy. It looks like the Wheel of Fortune. This is somebody who's like, okay, I'm going to go above and beyond. I'm going to do everything that I need to because I want to impress you. You guys, I have hardly had any caffeine. And do you see how animated I am? This is their energy coming through. What's up, Carl? That's funny but awful at the same time. Gross. Hello, Carrie. How are you doing? Let's get a few from the situation deck, shall we? Oh, also, thank you to the members that commented on the video I posted last night for members. I, for whatever reason, felt like I wanted to do a reading that was like kind of aligned to if you ever played MASH, mansion, apartment, shed, house. And then it's like 4 people and you try to figure out what kind of life you would have with them. And that was really fun. I might do that for the larger collective as well. Yeah. And then who was it that said that? Damn it. I think it was maybe Jess said, I hope I don't get that wrong. That somebody was totally a shack of a person. Died. Realization. Uh-oh. This is them, I think, feeling like you're the right person to like actually make this change for. Like, oh my God, this person's right. I've actually been like losing out on amazing things because I've been a crappy liar. You know what? You're right. I just need to be a better liar. I think I can work on that. They're like taking notes, like, yeah, no, I can compromise on that. I can meet you halfway, or you know, stop lying. So they really want you. They view you as their soulmate, all because you told them that they were a liar. This is amazing. I mean, there's more than that. You're clearly attractive and perceptive. But what they really like about you is that you call them out. This could be somebody who's really tried to avoid falling in love or something serious. Maybe they're a little bit of a player, or they're seen as somebody that avoids relationships. But the fact that you kind of like gave them the what for, they're like, oh, okay. They like it. So this is somebody who has maybe spent a lot of their time with kind of frivolous connections in, you know, bar type environments. But after dealing with you, you've been kind of like a catalyst in this person's life to help them realize maybe it's time to take a little bit of a different path. Because I do feel like they're growing tired of the revolving door or those like surface level relationships where you don't really get to know anybody or learn from that situation very much. This is the Love Tarot. What else do we have? There's something I really want to share with you. I'm waiting for the right time to tell you. I told you, it's like they're biding their time. Like, okay, is now the right time? Is now the right time? Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Okay, now. So they were dealing with, or maybe kind of failing to deal with, a an attachment to their ex. This is what caused them. God, didn't even say that they were like on the phone with their ex outside of the date. This is something that they had to deal with, that they were not honest with themselves about because nobody really called them out on it. And then here's you, and you're like, I saw you on the phone. You think I'm stupid? You're so smart. Your intellect really turns me on, and I really enjoy our conversations. They don't take other people seriously. They take you seriously because you figured them out. Mother wounds. My mother is a big influence on my behavior now as an adult. I have challenges with connecting to the divine feminine energy within me and externally. So that emotional intimacy element, that's been a difficult thing for them. There's no coincidence here that family is next to the mother wounds. They have to deal with the mother issues that they have. And I think that's what they're trying to do right now because they acknowledge that they don't want to lose out on the connection they have with you. Good Lord. I'm like super clumsy today, you guys. This is a recipe for disaster. I promise not to go roller skating because that would be bad. This is the Kipper. Hello, Jenny. How are you doing? Ooh, well, I hope she failed. Message of concern in the reverse and journey. So this person wants to show up with some good news. They have found a way to deal with the shortcomings, the things that made them incapable of commitment or that emotional intimacy, issues from their childhood. That made it so that they didn't really want to connect with people or actually let people get to know them. Now this person, I think in large part because you called them out, they're like, I want you to know who I really am. I trust you. What's interesting is you shove this person away because you're like, clearly I can't trust you. You're just a big old liar telling me that you're there at this time and you're not. And it's because you call them out on being a liar that they're like, oh, I can trust you. Look at you. You just like told me how it was. They love it. They're like, yes, you'll be honest with me. I can count on you to actually like tell me when you're upset instead of like, everything's fine. No, you'd be the type that'd be like, listen, I got a problem with you and here's why. Sit down. It's going to take a while. I like it. So we have thief. This is somebody who's worried that if they take too long to come back around and pursue you, that somebody else is going to scoop you up. They feel you are probably the object of other people's affection, not just theirs. So you may not want to hear from this person, but I'm just going to tell you, this is one of the most amusing readings I've ever done. They're like, oh my God, do it again. Tell me I'm a liar. Tell me how awful I am. This is hilarious. But I do think you've sparked change in this person. I do feel like they genuinely want to be good to you because you were honest with them, which is, I'm still trying to wrap my brain around it. Do they still have healing to do? Yes, but I think they're trying to do that before they come back around to you. So you'll be able to figure that out. You got discernment. I believe in you. All right, I'm going to go eat some breakfast. I love you guys. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. Ooh, Lord. And thank you. Thank you for the memberships as well. Toodles.